I'm trying to give me a minute. I'm trying to connect on YouTube for those that will join us on YouTube. I'm trying, give me a minute. I'm trying to connect on YouTube for those that will join us on YouTube. Give me a minute. I'm trying to connect. Give me a minute. I'm trying to connect on YouTube for those that will join us on YouTube. I'm trying to connect on YouTube now. I'm trying to connect on YouTube. Give me a minute. I'm trying to connect on YouTube for those that will join us on YouTube. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. Okay. So we're almost there. We're almost there. Good evening, everyone. So please, you can click this link. Those of us that want to join on YouTube, click this link that I just sent. This link now. So you can click the link to join on YouTube. Thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to our reading, writing, and spelling webinar. I'm happy to have you here. Let me share my screen so we can start right away. My name is Mrs. Otubu Philomena. My name is Mrs. Otubu Philomena. Let's dive in. Please confirm if you can hear me, if you can see me, and if you can see my slide. On the slide, we have read, spell, write. Please, you can confirm that by sending a chat, or you can send it on our WhatsApp group. Please, if you can hear me, if you can see me, if you can see the slide, just confirm. You can send it on our WhatsApp group, or you can send a chat here, please, so we can start. Just say, you can just type, I can hear you, or just confirm, please. Confirm if you can hear me. Confirm if you can hear me and also see my slide. And if you can see my face, please confirm. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Doris. Okay, iPhone, Grace. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we can start right away. We can start right away. Thank you. All right. Once again, my name is Mrs. Otubu Philomena, and this training, we are going to learn some techniques that will help us in reading and writing. We are learning some techniques that will help us in reading and writing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Someone just reminded me about recording. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've almost forgotten that. Let me do that now. Okay, welcome again. Welcome to the training. Welcome to our reading, writing, and spelling training. Please don't write on my screen. If you have anything to say, please, you can send on the group. Don't write on my screen, please. Don't write on my screen. Thank you. Okay, I believe you can all see me. You can hear me. You can please stop writing on my screen. Stop writing on my screen. It's too early for that. So today I'm going to share with you 5 techniques, 5 steps that are the things that are important that you need to know that will help you in reading and writing. So if you are ready, I'm ready. Please, you can get ready by getting a pen, a book, okay? So you can jot some things down, even though it may not be perfectly correct, but in your own way, so that when it's time for questions, you can ask and you can always go over it again. So you can get ready by doing that. And you can also get a cup of water because it's going to be long, fun, and interesting training tonight. So today we're going to learn 5 things that will help us in reading and writing. So as I say, quickly get a pen, a book, a jotter, and also you can get a cup of water so that you feel you stay hydrated. It's very important. Okay, I would like to begin with this special session. Okay, thank you. I would like to begin this session by saying that reading and writing is not just a skill. It's not just a skill. It's power, and it can change a whole family life. Yes, it can change family life. It can change family's future. It is. If something happened to a family, Mr. Joseph's family. Okay, Mr. Joseph was a driver. So let me quickly tell you this before we move on. Mr. Joseph was a driver, okay, and he's a very hardworking man, okay, and his boss loved him. Like his boss loves him so dearly. There's nothing we ask his boss will not give him because Mr. Joseph is loyal and hardworking and everything you can think of. So, but it happened one day, one time the man was sick, that's the boss, was sick and he died. And then when he died, suddenly within 6 months, things were changing for Mr. Joseph and family. Mr. Joseph had 3 children. Mr. Joseph had 3 children, and of course the wife. And then the wife had a small shop where she was managing selling provisions. But when the boss of Mr. Joseph died, in fact, a lot of things changed. A lot of things changed because even the boss wife cannot keep Mr. Joseph because she is not the type that always go up and down. Even her job doesn't require her going everywhere like that. So of course, Mr. Joseph have to stop work because he did not have someone to work for as at that time. So they were staying at home. Within 6 months, things were so bad. The children have to drop out of school because they could not pay their second term school fees. The wife was sick. In fact, things was pretty bad. And it happens that, in fact, it was so bad that church members have to come and visit Mr. Joseph. If this one have a penny, he will give him, encourage him, keep searching. Actually, he was searching for a job. He was actually getting some job, but it's not. This is someone that was earning more than 150,000 naira a month. Now the job is getting, they're saying 40,000, and he have family. How can he survive with that? So he look at it that he better wait and get a better job. So as he was doing that and also praying, believing God, one day a church member came to visit Mr. Joseph. And then Mr. Joseph and his family and the children were tidying up, clearing the room, removing things under the bed, just tidying up. Then the man that came, the church member that came to visit Mr. Joseph, now saw an envelope. We're like, what's this? Mr. Joseph said nothing. Of course, he did not know. He did not even know how that envelope got there in the first place. And of course, he cannot even read. So even though he knows that there's a paper in the envelope, he does not know what the paper was saying. So he just told the man nothing. The church member said, okay, let me see it now. Let me see. The church member opened the envelope. Guess what? The boss, the late boss, Mr. Joseph's late boss, has written a will to Mr. Joseph and his family. He has written a will that concerns properties, huge amount of money. And that thing has been lying down there. Thank God that the church member came to visit and all. If not, he will have, in fact, the wife will have died because the sickness was serious as at that time. The wife will have died and he himself, only God knows how it will end up. But because God just did in a way that the church member came around and they discovered that he had what can take care of him and his entire family for more than 20 years. Do you know within a week, things change around, turn around. Everything, like the children went back to school, even better school for that matter. The children went back to school. The lady, the wife was fine now because there's money for hospital bills and everything was, in fact, they have to pack out from where they are to a better apartment. So there's no, I cannot even say a thing that reading and writing can do. It is more than I can express. Because even in this our day, in fact, we need it for daily life. We need it. So welcome, and I'm happy for those of us that are here for this training. Just try to get some things out, not just sit down and just listen. No, learn. And number one thing that is not enough to learn, also practice. As we are learning, thank God this class is recorded. Please practice. If you learn without practicing, it will not do you much good. It will not. So it's very important for us to practice. So reading and writing is important, that we cannot overemphasize on reading and writing. Having this skill is very, very important. It's very, very important. Okay, this I just said, let me share this with us. I got this from a lady I was chatting with on Facebook. I don't know her from Adam, and I don't know her from anywhere, but we got to chat. So, I am sure you have some friends like that you just know on social media, and you guys became friends that you share your feelings and everything. She was a social worker. This lady, Justina, she is a social worker. And she was just telling me that what people go through, especially those that cannot read and write, I've experienced it. I've experienced it in my family. Out of 13, we are 13, right? We are 13 in my family. My daddy married 3 wives. Let me not talk about that, but we are 13. Out of 13 of us, it's just 2 of us that went to school. Just 2 of us, like myself and the last born. Both our older seniors, they did not. As I'm talking to you, in my family, although me, I just changed my surname. We have 3 spelling of our surname. 3 spelling of our surname. Like my former surname before I got married was Keimo. That Keimo, there's a way my brother spelled it, that there's H. Then some people put Y at the end. But look at it. Had it been my dad or my other brother went to school, and okay, maybe In fact, in my notebook, when he carry my notebook and see that this is a wrong spelling, immediately he will correct me, or he will tell me, he will take me to school self and tell the teacher, no, this is the wrong spelling of my sister's name, and they will change it. But because he does not know, we did not know. As I'm talking to you now, if our last born carry his certificate, me, I carry my certificate, our surname is different. We have the same pronunciation, but the way we start is, like now, let me assume I want to call something that has L. Some people have issue with L and R. Let me assume I want to call maybe bar. I want to write bar. Now in my ear, I can think is I know it's BAL, BAR. You can hear it as BAL. But what's the correct one? BAR is the correct one. So knowing how to read and write, in fact, is very, very important. Back to Justina. So Justina was saying that she's a social worker, and she has experienced how people are being cheated. She has experienced, not that they say no. She has experienced how people who don't know how to read and write have been cheated just because they don't know how to read and write. There's the one that she shared with me, that a man went to ATM to withdraw money, but then he did not know what to do. So he just called a boy beside him and said, oh, please help me, I want to withdraw 20,000. Right there, the boy was trying to transfer the money from the man's account to his own account. Thank God for that lady, Miss Justina, that was there. If not, only God knows what will have happened. He could have been taking, we want to withdraw 20,000. Maybe the boy will have taken 100,000 or more. In fact, a lot of people go through hell with this reading and writing. So I'm grateful for those of us that have taken this opportunity. And please learn. Don't learn with open mind. Some of us can say, oh, I already know abokodo. Learn with open mind. Abokodo, are you using it properly? If you're not using it properly, it's not useful. Any knowledge that you don't use is useless. So please, let's learn with open mind. Let's learn with open mind. So as I said, we are learning 5 techniques today. The first one is phonemics awareness. Phonemics awareness is also known as sounds. We can call it letter sounds. It's also known as letter sounds. Then we have digraphs. Digraphs are 2 letters. It can be 2 vowels or 2 consonants, okay, that makes 1 sound. Digraphs are 2 consonants or 2 vowels that makes 1 sound. Then we're going to learn about sounding and blending. Okay, that's putting words together to pronounce them. We're also going to learn how to spell long words. How do you go about long words? When you want to write long word, what do you need to do? It's very simple. We are going to learn that, and with that we need our syllables. Okay, knowing your syllables is very important, and it will help you in spelling and writing long words. And then we're also going to look at sight words. We are going to learn sight words. And then the last one is clear articulation and silent letters. We are going to learn clear articulation and silent letters. Clear articulation simply means pronouncing words clearly. Okay, you see a word, don't remove some letters. Like school now, some people when they want to pronounce school, they'll call school. The L, they throw it away. That's wrong. Let's pronounce the words the way they are supposed to be pronounced. That is clear articulation. And then silent letters. There are a lot of words in English. In fact, almost from A to Z, as you know, in one word or the other are silent. So there are some words that A is silent. There are some words that B is silent. There are some words that C is like that. So we are going to learn some. Of course, we can't exhaust everything this evening, but we are going to learn some words with silent letter. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's dive in. 2, 1, 0. Okay, so this is the first one we are starting with, which we call later sounds. We have arts. We have about 24 letters in English alphabet, but these are the first set that we are looking at. So out of that 24, the alphabet that's 26 is part of it. So we have A. This letter says A. The name is A. The name of this letter is A. Okay, this is A. A. The sound that A makes, A sound. A says A. Then this is B. B says B. B says B. 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 This is C. C says K. C says K. K. This is D. D. D says D. D says D. D says D. This says D. This is E. E. This is E. E says E. E says E. This is E. E says E. This is F says F says F says. This is G. G. This is G. G says G. 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 When you say this now sound properly, you will have you will feel a vibration at your throat here. You will feel a vibration. This is H. H says H says. This sound, when you are saying it, you are not supposed to shout. You are not supposed to say, ha, no. It's just as if you finish, you were running, okay? After running, you are panting. You are doing, that's the sound we have here. H says, this is I. I says E. I says E. This is J. J says J. J says J. J says J. This is K. K says K. K says K. What's happening? Okay. This is L. This letter says the name is L. The name of this letter is L. The sound says the sound says this is M. The name of this letter is M. 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 And the sound says the sound says This is N. The name of this letter is N, but the sound says The sound says This is O. The name of this letter is O, but the sound says oh. The sound says oh. The sound says oh. This is P. The name of this letter is P. The sound says p, p, p. This is Q. The name of this letter is Q, 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 and the sound says qu, qu, qu. This is R. The name of this letter is R, but the sound says r, r, r. This is S. This letter says the name of this letter is R, but the sound says this is T, T, and the sound says T, T, T. This is U. The name of this letter is U, but the sound says ah, ah. The sound says ah. The sound says ah. This is V. This is V. This is V, but the sound says the sound says This is W. The name of this letter is W, but the sound says w, 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 w. This is X. The name of this letter is X, but the sound says This is Y. This letter, the name of this letter is Y, but the sound says y, yam, y. And the last one here is Z. The sound says Z. The sound says Z. The sound says Z. Let's quickly go over it again. This is A, B, B. K. This is K. D, D. E, G, G. I, J, J. This sound says J. This sound says K. So this and this, they have the same sound. Please, let's take note. This is K, this is K, and this is K. When they are separated, it says K. And when they are together like this, when they are together, like where will I write it now? Okay. When they are together like this, they are still say K. So when they are separate, like when they are separated, it says K. And when it's together, when these two letters are together, it says K. Okay. So as you can see it, they are spelling, the way they are written is different, but their pronunciation is the same. They make the same sound. Both of them make the same sound. So please, let's take note of that. This is this is this is this is this is this is p, p, p. This is qu, qu, qu. This is this is we have t, t. We have we have we have w, y, and we have z. Okay, let's look at some words that begins with those sounds now. So we have a as in apple, apple, and, arm, we have b, bat, bat, b as in book, b as in book, b as in bed, b as in bed. We have k as in cat, k as in cat. We have k as in cup, k as in cap. We have d as in dog. We have dog, bad, dad, dad, dog, dog. We have egg, egg, elk. Elk is an animal. Elk. We have elbow, elbow. We have as in fan, as in fan, as in fish, as in fish, as in fox, as in as in goat, as in goat, as in gun, as in gap. We have hat, hen, hop. We have ink, ink, ill. When someone is sick, another name for sick. Oh, she was ill, she's sick. Ill. We have ink. Sorry, incense. We have incense. So we have jam. Jam. Jam is something we eat with bread. We have jug. jet, jet. So we have k as in kid, k as in kid. So please, we know that these two C and K have the same sound, but we can't use them in the same spelling. Remember, this have to do with cat. Okay, this first one here have to do with cat, can, and the rest of them. This have to do like as in key. Okay, key. Then kind. Okay, when we are writing kind, we are using this one. But when we are writing cat or can, we are using this. We can't use it interchangeably. They are different. They are different. So please let's take note of that. That can knowing this very well can help us in our spelling. Knowing that C and K, they have the same sound, but they have different spelling, and we can't use them interchangeably. Then we have as in kid, as in keg, as in kite. We have as in lip, as in lip, as in leg, as in log, as in lap, log, leg, lip. Then we have as in man, as in man, as in man, as in mop, as in mix. We have net, not, nap. Then we have orange, orange, ox. We have oil. We have let me clean this. We have pen, as in pen, as in pig, as in pig, as in pot, as in pot, as in pan. We have queen, quick, quill. Quail is a type of bird. Just like we have parrot, dove, and quail is a type of bird. We have rat, as in rat, red, run, rug. Then we have as in sun, as in sun, as in sit, as in sad, Sam. We have as in tap. We have as in tap. We have as in 10. We have as in top. We have as in 10. As in umbrella. As in umbrella. Up. Us. We have as in van. As in van. We have as in vet. Vet is an animal doctor, the doctor that takes care of animals. We have vote. We have win. Wet. Wig. We have box. Now, this is coming at the end of the word. It's not starting it, because you hardly see words that have the sound, not the name, not X, that have the sound and it starts a word. You hardly see that. Rather, it can be in front of a word, but it will be saying its name, not the sound. But we are focusing on the sound. So that's why we have this word that ends in X. Box, as in box, as in fox, as in mix. Then we have y as in yak. We have y as in yes, y as in yam. We have z as in zip, z as in zip, z as in zoo, z as in zebra. Now, for those of us that I really don't know how to go about letter formation, let's quickly learn how to write the letters, okay? So if there's spa where you are, you can practice this. So this is how to write A. So write A, that's A. You make a curve, and one. A curve and one. But we have a stroke and a curve. Then we have just a curve. Then D. D is one and a curve. E is a dash, make a dash, take it around. Then F is a curve like this, as if you want to write 7 facing the wrong way, writing number 7 facing the wrong way, and then a dash. That's F. Then we have G. G. You make a curve, and then you take it down. Please, when you are writing your G, if there's a line, let me assume, even those of us that know how to write, we make this mistake. Even the little practice we did, some of us did this, and this is wrong. Now, you don't write your G like this. It's wrong. It's wrong. We don't write G like this. It must come down, especially if there's a line. If there's a line, it must come down. The leg must come down, please. This is the proper way of writing G. This is the proper way of writing G. It can't be standing. Don't stand on the line. It's supposed to come down. So for let's take note of that. So when we are writing G, when there's a line, when we have lines, the leg has to come down. Then we have one and a curve. Let me clean this. So we have one and a curve, then E, just one and a dot. J. So this is how to write J. Just one, then curve on that down, then a dot. Then we have one, a slant line and a slant line. Then this, you can just write this lowercase. Now we have two ways of writing lowercase small letter we have two ways of writing lowercase You can write it like this, or you can write it like this. Okay, this is also lowercase but when you want to write uppercase capital letter this is capital letter it's not the same. So these two is allowed. In fact, it's anywhere you write it, they will understand that you're writing lowercase but when you want to write capital letter, this is how to write capital letter we have one, a curve and a curve. Then one and a curve. Or just a circle. Then P. For us to write P, we have one and a curve. Then one and a curve. And then a slant line. Now, this is how we write it normally. But when you are saying it print, when it's in print, like when you print newspaper or in print, you will not see the slant line. In print, this is Q for you. This is Q for you. In print, when it's printed. But when you are writing, or when anybody writes to you, this is what you will see. This is what you will see. So now, we have one and a dash. That's Then S, a curve, tuck it in and bring it out. Okay, we have a curve, tuck it in and bring it out first. Then T. We have like this and a dash. This is T. Then we have curve facing up, curve facing up. Then we have a slant line and a slant line joined together at the end. We have two slant lines joined together at the end. Then curve and a curve facing up. then x, slant line, cross it, a slant line. Then we have y, curve, and a, so this is a lowercase y. And then we have z, dash, slant line, and a dash. So this is how to form the letters. So let's move to the next thing now. Okay, now, knowing the letters very well, we should be able to decode almost any words, either small or two letters. Decoding what simply means pronouncing it. And if we know the letter sound, and please, it's very important, we can always go over it and practice these letters, Knowing it, you should be able to put a letter and a letter together, and you should be able to say, okay, these two letters say this. So let's look at some of the words we can form. And these words are nonsense words. They are nonsense words because they don't have any meaning. They don't follow phonetic rules. They don't follow any phonetic rule. So, but why we are learning this is that we should know that when we put a vowel and consonant together, it will give us a word. That's why we are learning this. So when we have a and b, when we have a and b, will give us ab. When we have a and b, will give us ab. When we have a and d, it will give us add. When we have a and d, it will give us add. Add. When we have a and g, what will it give us? Ag. When we have a and g, what will it give us? Ag. Ag. When we have a and p, it will give us app. App. A and p will give us app. So just call the sounds you already know, call them together. And it's the same way in decoding three-letter words, four-letter words, and like that. But we are going to get there as we move on. So we have app, and to give us egg, and to give us egg, and gives us n, and gives us egg, egg, egg. Gives us m. Give us m. Gives us m. 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 Amp gives us ip. Amp gives us ip. Amp gives us im. Im. Amp gives us ib. Ib. Just call the sounds together. As you already know the individual sound, you call it together. Ib. 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 And gives us id. And gives us id. And gives us ig. And gives us ig. And gives us odd. And gives us odd. And gives us ob. And gives us ob. And gives us up. And gives us up. And gives us og. And gives us og. And gives us up. And gives us ot. Okay, now we're looking at two regular two-letter words. These words that are regular, like it makes sense. And it's still the same way. The same way we can blend any word that we put together, especially consonant and vowel together, will give us a word. Let's look at some regular words now. We have a and gives us at. A and gives us at. Gives us am. Gives us am. And give us us. And gives us us. And give us us. And gives us us. If. Ox. It is. an, an, up, 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 in, on. We have it. So we have at, us, as, if, ox, is, an, up, off, in, on, it. So now we're going to sound and blend three-letter words. We are going to sound and blend three-letter words. We are going to sound and blend three-letter words. We are going to sound and blend three-letter words. So we have k, a, t, cat. So one thing we should know when we are blending three-letter words is that, especially those of us starting from the beginning, just drag the letters a bit. Already you know k, you know a, you know t. So you can just call it cat. So you won't stop until you get to the last letter. You start from the first letter, you go like this, we go cat. Okay, so with that, you help you to decode the words. So we have cat, cat. We have at, mat, mat. We have ham, jam, jam. Pan, pan. Van, van. Nap, nap. Tap, tap. Remember, when you want to decode words, especially for those of us starting from the beginning, call the individual sounds. You can even call it 2 times. Then you now try and call them together and drag it a bit. You will be able to get the words. And then when you drag it, the next one you want to call, don't drag it, just call it straightforward. Example, you go tap, then you go tap, tap. Then we have rag, rag, tag, tag, bed, 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 red, red. We have met, met, pet, 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 set, set, web, web. So we have cat, mat, ham, jam, pan, van, nap, tap, rag, tag, bed, red, met, pet, set, web. So we have pen, 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 egg, leg, egg, leg, egg, peg, egg, peg, pin, 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 tin, 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 fin, fin, dog, dog, up, mop, up, mop, up, top, up, top, ox, fox, ox, fox, log, 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 p, p, oct, pot, p, oct, pot, dig, 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 fun, fun. So we have pen, leg, peg, pin, tin, fin, dog, mop, top, fox, fox, log, pot, pot, dig, fun, pig, 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 wig, wig, wig. We can see that it's still the same pattern I'm using for all the CVC words, even for letter words. So far, you know the sound. So please, if we don't know the letter sound, let's go and master it. That's why I'm to the extent that when I call you Madam Chinedu or Madam Chinwe, right? You should be able to know what I is or g. Not when I say you write d, you are not writing b for me. No, it's not proper like that. Let's master the letter sound. When we master the letter sound, it will help us a great deal. Great deal in decoding words and even in spelling. Because how do we get spelling? It's when we put the individual letters together. That's what gives us spelling. And even those of us that are saying, oh, long word, it's little short words that we have together to have long word. We are going to see some long words shortly. So you can see that it's still the same process I'm using. So, and it's the same process that we can use to decode any 3-letter words, even 4-letter words. Ig, wig, ip, tip, rim, rim, him, him, read, read. And that's why another thing, I just noticed something here now. Now we need to practice. Practice is very important. I will keep saying it, even till the end of this training, I will say it. Now, this letter say read. I get rid of something. Can you get rid of her? Read. This is read. Now, the read, to read your book. See, this is how to read a book. This is the spelling to read a book. To read a book is R-E-A-D. To read a book is R-E-A-D, read. And read, to get rid of something, get rid of her, get rid of the rat, is R-I-D. They are pronounced the same way, but the spelling is different. So we need to practice so that we know, because some English words are inconsistent, but we need to practice so we will know. If we don't practice, we will not know which is which. So this is read. This is read, and this is also read. These two are read, but they are different. Their spelling is different. Their pronunciation is different. Even the pronunciation is the same, but their meaning and their spelling is are different. So we have rug, 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 tug, tug of war, tug, run, run, caught, caught. We have hot, gum, gum, hum, hum, cob, cob, rob, rob, zip, zip. So we have pig, wig, tip, rim, him, read, rug, tug, run, cut, hot, gum, hum, cob, rub, zip. So with those individual letters, we can have sentences like even more. We can even have more sentences. But let's quickly read these sentences together. The cat is big. The cat is big. Now, if you master letter sounds and you master the identifications, decoding of 3-letter words, you should be able to read these sentences. We have the sun is hot. The sun is hot. The dog can run. The dog can run. I sit on the bed. I sit on the bed. The cup is red. So now let's quickly look at consonant blends. Let's look at consonant blends. Consonant blends are 2 consonant letters. Consonant blends are 2 consonant letters that tends to make one sound. Or you almost hear the 2 sounds, okay, but you call them together, you blend them together, you call the letters together. So we have S and C says S and C. Where's my pen? S and C together says, and we have it in what like school. We are going to look at some examples. Then W and S, W and S say swore. When someone says I swear. So when you want to write swear, you are starting with W, S and W. So you should hear the sound knowing that this is what you are going to write. S and M says S and M says S and M says S and P says like spoke or speak. S and T says S and T says S and K says S and K says so the 2 letters together says B and L says bleh. B and L says bleh, bleh. Blow your nose. Bleh, blue. C and L says K. C and L says K. C and L says K. Then we have F and L. F and L says F and L says Then we have G and L. G and L says G. G and L says G. I'm glad you're here. P and L says plus. P and L says S and L says S and L says S and L says B and R says brr. B and R says brr. Brass. Bread. C and R says crr. C and R says crr. D and R says drr. Draw. F and R says fur. F and R says fur. G and R says grr. T and R says trr. So we have One thing, the reason why we should know this is that whenever we see any of these letters together like that, like there's no any other letter in between them, we should know that we are calling them together. We are not supposed to separate them. Like now, okay, let me assume when we are doing let me say swim now. Swim. You should know that this S and W, they are together. Nothing should come in between them. They are together. So whenever we come across these words, we should call them together. So we should not separate them. We should not put any letter in between them. And when we see them, we should call them together the way they are. So we have sk, we have swo, swo, sm, 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 sp, 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 st, 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 sk, 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 d, d, k, k. We have fl, fl. We have g, g. We have pl, pl. We have sl, sl. We have brr, brr, brr. We have prr. C and R says prr. We have drr, drr. We have fr, fr. We have grr, grr, and tr, tr. Now let's look at some examples with this consonant blends. So we have blue as in blue, blue, block, blue, ooh, blue. This U and E is a digraph. It's a diagram. It says ooh. So we have block, blue, ok, blue, ok, block, blue, ok, block. We have black, blue, ak, black, blue, ak, black. Blue, O, blow, blue, O, blow. O and W says O. O and W says O. How are you? O. So we have blue, block, black, blow. C and L says K. And we have it in words like clam, clam, clock, K, ok, clock, K, clam, clock, club, club. A and W says O. A and W says O is a diagram that isn't part of the diagram we are going to learn this night. So we have clam, clock, club, club. B and I say brr. B and R says brr, brr. And we have it in word like bride, 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 bride. Whenever you see a E at the end of the word, most time the E is silent. Most time the E is silent. But one thing you should know that you should know the words that have E at the end. And when you are writing it, you write it. You have to write it. If you don't write it, you are wrong. So let me assume I want to write bride now, and I go bride, and I do not put E. That means I'm wrong. So please, let's just take note and know the words that have E at the end. And know that when we are pronouncing it, the E is silent. But when we are writing it, we have to write the E there. Then we have brick, brr, ik, brick, brr, ik, brick, brr, a and I says A. A and I together, these two letters together says A. So whenever we see it, let's know that it says A. A and I says A. So we have brr, a, brain, brr, a, brain. We have brr, ache, break, break. We have C and R. C and R says crr, crr. Crab, 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 crash, crash. S and H says shh. S and H says shh. We have crop, 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 cry, cry. Whenever Y come at the end of a word, it says I. Whenever Y, please let's take note. Whenever Y like you. Whenever it comes at the end of a word, it doesn't take a sound you. It says I. It takes the I sound later. It says I. It doesn't say you. So we have it in we have cry. We have F and L says, and we have this in what like fly, I, fly. We have this in what like flag, 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 freak, freak, like come freak, flake, flake. The E here is silent, but when we are writing it, we say it, but when we are pronouncing it, we don't say it. Freak, there's E there and it's silent. We have flat, 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 flat. We have D and R. D and R says drr. D and R says drr. And we have it in what like dress, dress, drr. X, dress, drr. S, dress. Dress have double S. We have two S. So when we are writing this, we should not write one. We have dr, drum, dr, drum, dr, ink, drink, dr, ink, drink, dr, up, drop, dr, up, drop, frog. So F and R says frog, frog. Sorry, F and R says fur. F and R says fur, and we have it in what like frog, frog, fruit, fruit. U and I says ooh. It's a digraph. F, front, front. I, fry. So we have frog, fruit, front, fry. We have G and R says brr. G and R says brr. We have it in what like grass, brr, axe, grass, brr, axe, grass, brr, eaten, green, brr, eaten, green. This green is not color green. Yes, they are pronounced the same way, but the spelling is different, their meaning is different. So this green is not color green. Grab, 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 grow, grow. So we have grass, green, grab, grow. We have T and R says true. T and R says true, and we have it in what like true, E, tree, true, E, tree. When we have two it says E. And sometimes when we have one standing by itself, it still say E. It takes the name depending on the spelling. True, train, true, train, true, truck, true, truck, true, trip, true, trip. So we have tree, train, truck, trip. P and L says P and L says and we have it in what like play. A and Y says A. A and Y says A. It says A is a digraph. So we have play, 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 plant, plant, plant. We have an, plan, an, plan, plug, plug. So we have play, plant, plan, plug. So let's look at the last one, then we'll move on to the next. We're going to move on to digraph. S and M says And we have it in what like smile, smile, smoke, smoke, smash, smash, smell, smell, smile, smoke, smash, smell. S and N says S and N says now we have it in what like snow, snow, snake, snake, snail, snail, snap, 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 snail, snake, snow. S and P says sp, and we have this in what like spot, spot, spade, spade, spoon, spoon, spin, spin. So we have spin, spoon, spade, spot. Then S and W say sw, and we have it in what like swing, swim, sweet, swan, swan, sweet, swim, swing. Okay, now let's look at sight words. Sight words are words that we learn by looking at them and learning them. We don't follow sounds for it because most of them don't follow sound phonetic rules. It does not follow. We call them sight words, tricky words, high frequency words, because there's no a sentence you will see that you will not see one or two sight words there. So these are sight words. Sight words are called tricky words. They are words that we learn. We learn them. We don't sound them because some of them cannot be sound because they don't follow the sounding rules. And English words also have some words like that. So the sight words we are looking at this evening are, of course, we have more than this. We have about 170 or 120 sight words. We have more than this. So, but let's look at these ones. So when A is standing by itself, we just call it A. We don't say A. So let me say I'm reading now. I can say I saw a boy. It's not okay if I say I saw a boy. No, I saw a boy. This is A. This is the boy is happy. The boy is happy. The this is is. This is I. When E is standing by itself, we call it I. Then you are a wonderful person. You. Then we have and we can actually sound this one. And we can actually sound this one. Then we have to. I'm going to school. We have she is the beautiful woman. She. We have we. We have go. This is the boy. Was. Okay, see, look at what I'm saying now. Was, when I say, when you tell me was, I don't know how to spell was. I'm going to write us. I will never write a, but as it is, the pronunciation is was. The pronunciation is was, but we don't have all that. We have a, so the a is sounding like o. So these are sight words for you. So we have was. She was at the party yesterday. My mommy. Us, we have us. Both of you are to be here by 7 p.m. Both. We have are. We have with. We have because. We have come. Then, and this should be what? This one is not clear. Okay. What? So let's quickly go over it again. We have a, the, is, I, you, and, to, she, we, go, this, was, my, us, both, are, with, the, because, come, then, what. Okay, sentence formation. How do we form sentences? We form sentences by putting words together. What is a sentence? Is a group of words that make a complete sentence. A sentence is a group of words that make a complete sentence. So whenever we are writing a sentence, we should have some things at the back of our mind. Whenever we are writing a sentence, we almost always have to start with capital letter. A sentence must always start with capital letter. It must end in full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark. And sentences have three, will I say, properties. Okay, sentence must have start with subject. That's who is doing what, like who. A sentence must have the subject. The subject is who, and then must have the verb. Verb is what is happening, like what are you talking about? Then we have the object. The object is that who that action affects. The action you are doing, who does it affect? So a sentence must have those three properties, must have those three things, must have subject, a verb, and an object. Example, the cat drinks milk. The cat drinks milk. The cat here is the subject. The cat here is the subject. Then drinks is a verb. A verb is an action word. Drink is a verb. Then milk is the object. That's the drinking is affecting the milk. Like it's milk that's being affected, that's being used. Then we have, we are reading a book. We are reading a book. We are reading a book. We is the subject. Reading is a verb. And the book is an object. Now we are going to look at digraphs. Digraphs are two vowels or two consonants that makes one sound. So there are two letters, but they always make one sound. And this is, so for those of us that are having challenging with spelling, that's one of the challenges that we have. Yes, because if you don't know, let me say, I say gray, and you don't know, if I say, okay, spell gray, you may just go G-R-A, gray. But that would be wrong. If you write gray for me as G-R-A, gray, like that's how you can hear it, but that's wrong. At the end, we have Y, because A and Y there says A. So digraphs are very important. It helps us in our spelling and in writing. So for those of us that say, okay, I want to get better at my spelling and writing, because if you don't spell, what are you writing? We will not be able to write very well. So please, let's take note of the diagram. We have a lot of diagrams, but we are going to look at a few of them this night, because definitely we can't look at everything this night. So the first one we are looking at here is E. The first one we are looking at here is E. When we have two L or E, like two E, it says E. And we have it in what, like feet, eat, feet. We have it in what, like beep. Okay, when your car is beeping, when you are doing ping, is beeping. We have sing. Now, another thing again, we still need to practice, because when I say sing, some people can even think is S-I-N, which is wrong. Like, oh, I've seen you somewhere. So when you are writing, I've seen you somewhere, it will be wrong for you to write S-I-N. It will be wrong for you to write S-I-N. It will be wrong for you to write like this. This is sin, not sin. Okay, although we think the I is sounding like E, which is true. but they are different. They are completely different. Okay, so we have ooh. O says ooh, 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 as in book. We have it as in book. B, ook, book. B, ook, book. We have it in as in cook. Ook, ook. So this we are calling this as one word. The two letters that we are calling them as one sound. We are not word. We are calling it as one sound. So we have ook, look, ook, look. We have b, oot, boot, b, oot, boot. Now we have a and I. A and I says a. A and I says a. So let's take note and also let's take note. A and Y also says A. So when do we know what to use? A and I, this and this, they says A, the same sound. Okay, but as we can see, the pronunciation is their spelling is different. A and I says A and Y says A. How do we know the difference? We can know the difference by hearing the sound. Like when you hear A and the A come at the end of the word, the A come at the end of the word, we are using A and Y. So let me assume I say rain. Rain, what's the last sound you can hear in rain? Is it A? No. The last sound you can hear in rain is N. So in that, if you want to write down rain, like you want to put A, it's going to be A and I. It's going to be A and I. But when I say words like stay, please stay with me, stay, what's the last sound you can hear? The last sound you can hear is A. Okay, so A and Y is always most times is always at the end of the word. So that's how we can differentiate these two A's. Both of them say A, but we can differentiate by knowing that A and Y say at the end of the word, while A and I say in the middle or at the beginning of the word. You will not see it at the end. A and I can never be at the end. So when you hear the word, you will detect where you are going to place your A. Then you will know which one to write. So we have it in words like gain, gain, gain. We have male. We have fail, fail. We have rail. Now let's go to A and Y. A and Y also say A. And we have it in what like may I go with you? We have it in what like A, may, A, may, pay, 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 gray, 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 stay, stay. Now we have all. A and U says all. A and U says all, as in Paul. You have it in what like all. Paul. Paul. August. Author. Author. So we have E in words like feed, beep, sing, be. We have U in the, we have it in words like book, cook, look, boot. We have that's A and I. A and I in words like gain, mail, fail, rail. Then we have A and Y. A and Y, we have it in what like may, pay, gray, stay. Then we have A and U and it says all. And we have it what like Paul, August, author. Now A and U says all. A and W also says all. A and W also says all. And how we can know the difference is that A and W come at the end of the word, while A and U can be at the beginning or at the middle, in the middle of the word. A and W says all, like raw, yarn, law. Okay, all. A and W says all. A and U says all. A and U comes at the end of the word. That's one thing we can use to differentiate them. And also, we need to practice this thing because we need to practice so we can get used to it, because when we get used to it, it'll be easy for us whenever we want to write. We will not be missing or swapping them to write. So we have AW, which is all. We are going to look, we have it in words like law, law, like law, lawyer. Then we have yarn, yarn. We have paw, like pawpaw. We have raw pear, raw something. Then we have E and A. E and A. This E and A has 3 sounds. E and A together actually have 3 sounds, but we are going to look at one tonight. And the one we are looking at is and we have it in word like heard. So whenever you see, please let's take note of this diagram. If we can even get this, like this diagram, know that whenever we see these 2 letters together, it says this. It will help us a great deal, because sometimes these things can confuse us when we are writing, because just imagine you are hearing head, and then head is not, you are not writing H-E-D, you are writing H-E-A-D. The A, you are not hearing it, but you are supposed to write it. So let's practice it. When we practice, we will get it. That's one thing I'm sure of. So let's just practice. We can watch this video again so that we'll get it. So E and A says it has 3 sounds, but the one we are focusing on this night is when it says and we have it in word like bread. Sorry, head. We have head. We have brr. Remember B and R says brr. Bread. We have earth. Earth. Then we have O and A. O and A says O. O and A says O. And we have it in word like cold. Cold. We have it in word like gold. Gold. We have it in word like float. Float. We have it in word like road. Road. Then we have oil. Now O and I says oil. O and Y says oil. O and I says oil. O and Y says oil. They say the same thing, exactly the same pronunciation. But how? Oh, I made a mistake here. But how are we going to know it? We can know it by we can know the difference by knowing that O and Y comes at the end of the word. O and Y comes at the end of a word. Example, boy. Okay, toy. So O and Y comes at the end of a word. O and Y come at the end of a word. Why? O and I that says oi comes in the middle of the word. So that's we can use that to differentiate them because they make the same sound, but we cannot use them interchangeably. We can't use them in the same word. So we have oi, which says oi. We have it in word like foil, oi, foil. We have it in word like spoil, sp, oi, spoil, sp, oi, spoil. We have it in word like coin, coin. Coin. Then O and Y, we have it in word like toy. T, oi, toy. T, oi, toy. We have it in word like boy. B, oi, boy. And so on. So we have AW says O. AW say O, and we have it in word like law, young, for, raw. E and A says and we have it in word like head, bread, F. O and digraph O and A says O, and we have it in word like coat, goat, float, road. O and I says oil, and we have it in word like foil, spoil, coin. O and Y says oil, and we have it in word like ploy, toy, boy. O and U says ow, ow, ow. And also O and W. O and W says ow. O and U says ow. O and W comes at the end of the word. O and W comes at the end of the word. Yes, they have the same sound, but the spelling is different, and we can't use them when we are writing. We can't use them interchangeably. No, we have to use them differently. So O and U says ow. O and W says ow. So let's look at words with O and U. We have it in word like out. We have it in word like out. Out. Out, go out of the room, go out. Then we have ow, mouth. We have it in word like ow, mouth. Then we have it in word like shout, ow, shout, out, shout. We have it in word like loud, ow, loud, out, loud. Then we have OW that also say ow. And we have it in word like cow, ow, cow, ow, cow, ow, now, ow, now, ow, how, ow, how, ow, bow, ow, bow. Then I and R say I and R says and we have it in word like bird. Please, this is not bed. It would be wrong for us to pronounce this as in bed. No, if we say bed, we are saying the wrong thing. This is not bed. Sometimes go and lie down your Chinedu, go to your bed. No, it's not bed. It's bird. It's not the same thing. Okay, when we say bed, we are talking about the bed that you sleep. When we say bird, is the bird that flies in the sky. So they are not the same thing. So we have bird. We have fed. And as I can see that some of us are taking notes. As you are taking notes, know how you are going to pronounce it. Like this, I say these two letters, they say So you can just write this, the normal you know, there, knowing that when you see these two letters, they make this sound, but you are not writing it this way, so that you can just write something that can help you to remember these sounds. These sounds are important. The digraphs are important, so we need to know them. And I hope those of us that said we are having challenges in spelling, we are here because this is our area that we need to know. These are things that we need to know. Then we have skirt, skirt, skirt. Then we have stir, stir. S and H says shh. S and H says shh. So we have it in word like short, shh, or short, shh, or short. We have it in word like shh, oh, show, shh, or shop. We have it in word like shh, shirt, shirt. Now S, C and H say ch. So when you are pronouncing S and H, you drag it a bit. You drag it. Shh, shh. Why when you are pronouncing C and H, just you just release air. You release air sharply. You don't drag C and H. But when you want to pronounce S and H, you go shh. But C and H say ch. And we have it in word like chirp, 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 chirp. We have it in word like church, church. Then we have in word like chin, chin. So we have U and O. U and O says ow. U and O says ow, and we have it in word like out, mouth, shout, loud. Then O and W says ow, and we have it in word like cow, now, how, bow. I and R says I and R says and we have it in word like bird, third, skirt, stir, stir. S and H says shh, and we have it in word like short, show, shop, shirt. C and H said ch. C and H said ch, and we have it in word like chirp, church, chain. Okay, before we go to before we continue on trigraph, please I want to know if we are learning anything at all. Please, if you are learning anything, just type, say, I'm learning. You can send it on the group or you can send it on the chat here. Are you learning anything? Have you seen something new? Have you learned anything? If you are learning, say yes. I want to say the comment in the group, in our WhatsApp group, or on the Zoom chat. Are you learning anything? So that we can continue. Let me know. Let me know. Are you learning anything? Have you learned something new? And please don't forget. Don't forget. So in case I call you, Madam Choma, you should be able to tell me, oh, I know this because I've learned this before. Are you learning anything? If you are learning anything, just say, yes, I'm learning, or, okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Choma. Thank you, Madam Donald. Okay, Madam Esther. Thank you. Okay, we'll move on now. Okay, thank you, Madam Happiness. iPhone, Kosi, Chuku. I didn't get that right. Mercy. All right, so we can move on now. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want us to waste our money, so I'm happy that we are learning something. So we are going to move on to trigraph now. Thank you. Thank you. So we are moving to trigraph. Trigraphs are three letters that makes one sound. English can be funny at times. English words can be tricky. Trigraph are three letters, three together, but they make one sound. So let's take note of those trigraphs. We are going to look at 4 trigraphs today, and the ones we are looking at is IGH. IGH says I. It says I, just like your I, the I that we know. I, like this. I. Okay. So please, those of us, I remember the last chat, the last time we chatted together on WhatsApp, some of us say, oh, spelling. When we know these things, especially these trigraphs, digraphs, and silent letters, if you master those 3 things, you will. I don't think you have challenge in spelling. If you know your sight words, silent letters, your digraphs, your trigraph, if you master it, you will not have challenge in spelling. So trigraphs are 3 letters that makes 1 sound. Trigraphs are 3 letters that makes 1 sound. So let's dive in. So we have IGH that says I. It says I, just like I am. It says I. And we have it more like right. I, right. And also, some of us, especially some of us that we chat privately, when we want to write right, please, right have silent letter W. Some of us want to write right, we write it like this. Is wrong, please. We can't write right like this, like RIGHT. No, that is right, your right-hand side. When you are writing your right, there must be W. We have WRITE. This right when you are writing a note, okay? WRITE is right when you are writing a note to someone. Okay, it will be wrong for us to write right like our right hand. So please, let's take note. It's not the same. Yes, they are pronounced the same way, but it's not the same at all. Okay. And also, as the class is going on, please, if you have any question, put it down so that we will be able to trash any question, like if you have any doubt or anything you don't understand, please let me know. Like, put it down somewhere so that when it's question time, you'll be able to ask question. So we have IGH. IGH says I. These 3 letters together says I. These 3 letters together say I. And we have it in words like right. Right. This right means your right hand. It can mean your right hand, or it can mean direction. When you go to that junction, turn right or turn left, it can mean direction. It is not the right note. It is not the same thing, please. Then we have night. Night. Night is night, or is already night now. Then we have bright. Oh, this is not showing. We have bright. Brr. B and R says brr. 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 Bright is a bright Monday morning or bright day. Bright. Then we have TCH. TCH says ch. TCH says ch, ch, ch. Just like CH. CH says ch. TCH says ch, 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 ch. And we have it in word like match. 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 Then we have stitch. Stitch. St. S and T says st. S and T says st. And we have it. We can have a word like this. St. Each. Remember CTA say ch. St. Each. Stitch. St. Each. Stitch. And this is catch, but this thing is blocking it. We have catch over there. Then we have edge. Edge. Sorry, we have J, not edge. DGE. DGE says J. DGE says J. DGE says J. Like J, J, like J. The same way we pronounce J. J. The same way we pronounce J. DGE together says J. DGE together says J, 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 J. And we have it in a lot of English words. We have it in words like knowledge, bridge, edge. We have it in a lot of words. J, J. So let's remember, whenever we see D, G, E, the three letters said j. So it will help us in our spelling if we master these things. So we have it in what like bridge, brr, j, brr, bridge, brr, j, bridge, even fridge. We have it in fridge. Then we have edge, 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 and here we have badge. The badge is not showing very well. Then we have AIR. AIR says AIR says and we have it in what like fair. 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 We have it in what like her. We have it in what like stairs. Stir. Stairs. So we have IGH says I, and we have it in what like bright, night, no, right. We have it in what like right, night, bright. Then TCH says and we have it in what like match. We have it in what like stitch, and we have it in what like catch. Then we have DGE. DGE says j, and we have it in what like bridge, edge, badge, knowledge, fridge. Then we have AIR. AIR says AIR says and we have it in what like fur, hair, stairs. Now another reason why we have challenge in spelling for those of us that want to work on our spelling is knowing our singular and plural. Because there are some words, yes, in English words, most of the words, for you to form the plural, you add S. But more than half, in fact, a lot of the words you don't have add S. Some words change completely. Some words we add ES. Some words we add VES. Some words you add. So we need to know our singular and plural so that when we are writing them in a word, we know what to write. Like if I say buses now, it will be wrong for you to add S to buses because I say buses and then you want to write the plural and you're adding S. That is wrong. Or if I say write maybe woman, okay, plural of woman, and then you say woman's is wrong. If you write it like that, it's wrong. So let's look at some plurals and singulars. Nouns, singular and plural nouns. Okay, so the basic rule is most words we add S to it to form their plurals. Example, apple. When we add S to apple, we have apples. Book, books. Car, cars. Day, days. Eye, eyes. Face, faces. Okay, that's the common rule. But we have some words that we don't just add S. Now, any word that ends in S or SS or SH or CH or X or Z, any word that ends in any of these letters, we add ES to it to form their plural. So when I say, okay, you want to write plural of which, it will be wrong for us to add S to it. We have to add ES to form the plural. So example, we have few examples here. Bus becomes buses. You're adding ES, not S. Then class becomes classes. Plural form of classes. So we have ES. Wish becomes wishes. We add ES. Match becomes matches. We add ES. Box become boxes. We add ES. Box end in X. Remember any word that ends in S, SS, CH, SH, X, and Z, we add ES to it. So box becomes boxes. Tax becomes taxes. Then we have words that ends in O, okay? O, consonant and O. Words that ends in consonant and O, we add ES to it too. Like example, Hero become heroes, we add es. Potato become potatoes, we add es. Tomato become tomatoes. So this is how to write plural form of tomatoes. Then when we have any word that ends in f or fe, any word that ends in f or fe, we remove the f or fe and we add ves to form their plural. Any word that ends in f or fe, we remove the f or fe, then we now add ves to form their plural. Example, calf, we have calves. Calves. Half, we have halves. Knife, we have knives. And also wife. Wife ends in f. So we have wife ends in fe. So you remove fe and we add ves, wives. So when we are writing plural form of wife, we are not adding s, we are adding ves to form to get the plural form. And then also some words change completely. Some words change, like their spelling change. We are not adding s, we are not adding es, we are not adding ves. They change completely. Example of those words are singular of feet is foot. No, sorry, foot. That's one leg, one feet. Then plural is feet. So the spelling change completely. We have goose and we have geese. So singular is goose, plural is geese. Singular is man, plural is men. So the spelling change completely. We have teeth, then we have tooth. Singular is teeth. Tooth, sorry, singular is tooth, plural is teeth. Singular is woman, plural is women. We have mouse. Mouse is singular. Mice. Mice is plural. Die. Die is singular. Dice is plural. This die we are having here is the die we use for Ludo. It's not when someone dies. What we are having the plural here is what we use Ludo. I know those of us that play Ludo, we have dice that we use. So this is die we are talking about, not when someone passes on. It's not. Then singular form of child is child. Then plural form is children. So when we want to write plural form of child, we don't add s, we change the word completely and it becomes children. Then oxen, person, people. Singular is person, plural is people. Then some words remain as they are. Either you are writing their singular or their plural. So now the words that remain as they are, if you add anything to it, you are wrong. Like maybe you want to write deer, and the plural form for deers, maybe you want to talk about a lot of deers in the field, and you now add s, that means you are wrong. So there are some words, some nouns, they don't change at all. They remain the same. Either you are talking about their singular or their plural, they remain the same. An example of those words is deer. Deer is an animal. Fish, mouse, moose. We have offspring, series. So either you're talking about singular or plural, they remain the same. Sheep, spices, bison, swine, aircraft. So all these words remain the same. Now, let's look at some silent letters. Let's look at some silent letters. From A to Z, one or two, some of the letters are always silent. So there are some instances that where A is silent. There are some instances that B is silent. There are instances where C is silent. So from A to Z, there are times that the words are the letters are silent. So we need to take time and learn those silent letters. Of course, we can't do everything this night, okay, but we are just going to look at some of them. But let's know that there are some words that A is silent, B is silent. So all the letters can be silent in one way or the other. All from A to Z, all of them can be silent in one way or the other. So let's look at the few ones here now. We are looking at silent letter K. We have it in words like knife. Knife, you can hear it says knife, as if it's starting with but it's starting with K. So please, when we want to write knife, the first letter is K, not Okay, so The K in knife is silent. It's starting with K, but this K is silent. So we have knife. We have knee. We have no. I know you from somewhere. We have neat. We have knock. So the K in knock is silent. The K in neat is silent. The K in no is silent. The K in knee is silent. The K in knife is silent. So we can see a pattern here. Whenever we see K and N together, whenever we see K and N together, the K is silent. Please, let's take whenever you see it in a book or whatever thing you are reading and you come across and you see K and N together, the K is silent. Then let's also look at some words with silent letter B. We have doubt. The B here is silent, so it's not doubt. No, the B is silent. So we are not supposed to pronounce the B when we are pronouncing it. But when we are writing it, we are supposed to write it, please. When it will be wrong for you to write doubt as D-O-U-T. If you write it like that, if I'm marking your script, you failed it. But when you are pronouncing it, you will not, the B will not be there. But when you are writing it, it must be there. So that's one thing that we should know. So we have doubt, the B is silent. We have death, the B in death is silent. We have B here is silent. We are not supposed to pronounce it when we are when you are calling the word. Then we have lamb, the B in lamb is silent. We have Tom, the B in Tom is silent. We have plumber, the B in plumber is silent. Please, this word is not plumber. It's correctly pronounced plumber, not plumber. It's not plumber, please. It's plumber. The B is silent. I know that some of us make that mistake, but it's not plumber. It's plumber. The B is silent. So now we've learned doubt, death, lamb, some, doubt, death, lamb, some, plumber. Plumber is not plumber, please. Now let's look at words with silent letter W. Write is so write something on the board on a paper. The W in write is silent. It's starting with W, but we don't call it when we are pronouncing it. So it's just like even the E here is silent. So if I'm hearing the sound, go write. The E here is silent, but this is the proper way of writing right, to write something on the paper. Then we have write. W in write is silent. We have wrist. The W in wrist is silent. Wrist. The W in wrist is silent. We have wrong. You are wrong. I disagree with your answer. Your answer is wrong. The W in wrong is silent. The W is silent. Rap. We have rap. The W in rap is silent. We have wrinkle. The W in wrinkle is silent. The W in wrinkle is silent. So let's take note of the silent letters. Of course, we have more than that, but we can't cover everything this night. So we have right. This proper spelling of right. The W is silent. Wrist. The W is silent in wrist. Wrong is starting with W. Wrong is starting with W. The W in wrong is silent. Rap is starting with W. The W in rap is silent. Wrinkle. The W in wrinkle is silent. Now let's go to homophones. Homophones are words that have the same pronunciation, but their spelling is different, their meaning is different. And it is good for us to know our homophones so that when someone is speaking, you understand them. Even when you yourself you are reading, you will understand that, okay, this is what you are supposed to, this is what you are reading. And when you are writing, in fact, it's very important for writing. If not, you can write the wrong thing. Okay, so homophones are words with the same pronunciation, but different spelling, different meaning. Homophones are words with the same pronunciation, but different spelling and different meaning. So we have floor, we have flour, we have flour, we have flour. Flour here is the flour we use to bake bread. While the flour here is the flour that grows on your garden. You know, when you go downstairs, you see flowers on the street, okay? The flour here is the flour that grows on the ground. While this flour is the flour used to make baked bread that you use to in cooking. Then we have this is sea. Sea, the sea here is the ocean, the river, the water at the Bar Beach. Those of us that stay in Lagos, if you go to the Bar Beach, you will see big ocean there. So this is sea, the ocean, the water. Why this sea? This one, I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. So they are not the same. They have the same pronunciation, but they are not the same. So, and it will be wrong for us to, let me assume I want to write, oh, I can see you sitting at the center. And then I wrote this, I will be wrong. If I want to write, oh, I can see you sit at the middle there. And then I wrote S-E-A, that would be wrong. Okay, so let's learn the spelling of these words and know how to use it properly. Then we have no. This no is mean no. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. No. While this no here, I know you from somewhere. I've seen you before. I've seen you in the camp. I've seen you. Okay, when you know someone from somewhere, this is the no. Then we have sun. Sun is bright. It's bright, sunny day. Okay, the sun that shines. While this second one is your male child. My son is brilliant. My son is, okay. So they have the same pronunciation, but the meaning is different, their spelling is different. This sun is your male child. This first one here is the sun in the sky. Then we have bear. This bear is an animal, okay, is an animal. Then this bear is bear with me. In fact, it means two things. It can mean bear with me. It can also mean you are walking barefooted. Why are you walking barefooted? Okay, but it's still the same pronunciation, but the spelling is different. Then we have this one here, peace. Peace. Peace is absence of trouble. When you just commit everything in God's hand and you don't worry. This peace is absence of worry. After you don't think and think, no, you just leave everything, like God will take control. This is peace. Now, this piece here, this piece is when you cut something in pieces. Okay, you can cut, give me a piece of bread, or cut the meat in pieces, cut it in. So this piece here, P-I-E-C-E, is to cut something in pieces. While P-E-A-C-E is when you have peace of mind, when you are not troubled. Okay, so they are different. So of course we have more diagrams, but we can start with this. Please, as put down your questions. It will soon be time for questions. Please put down your question if you have any questions, so we can have clarity. Then we have write, W-R-I-T-E, write. So write something on a book. Why R-I-G-H-T, write. You are right, or your right hand. So they are pronounced the same way, but they have different meanings. Then we have H-E-R-E, H-E-R-E. H-E-R-E means here. What is happening? H-E-R-E means here. I'm here in the room, here. Why? This here, H-E-A-R, mean I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly. Okay, so they are pronounced the same way, but they have different spelling. Then we have plain, P-L-A-I-N, P-L-A-I-N, plain, something without pattern. Like, oh, I want plain material, something without pattern, without any design. Plain. Why this plane is aeroplane, the plane that when you want to travel, you take plane to travel to Enugu or wherever you're traveling to. So this is a vehicle. This is a vehicle. This is a material without pattern. Then we have meet. MEET. MEET is nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Why? MEAT. MEAT is meat you like to eat. Goat meat, cow meat. Okay, so MEAT is meat that we eat. Why? MEET is meat to meet you. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Then we have week. This is a wonderful week. Happy weekend. So when we talk about weekend or week, this is the week. Then that's WEEK. WEEK is like happy weekend. The week has been wonderful. Then WEAK. WEAK when you are tired. Okay, oh, mommy, I'm weak. Mommy, I want to sleep. I'm weak. So WEAK is when you are tired. Then we have, okay, we've talked about C. Then we have buy, B-U-Y. We have buy, B-U-Y. We have buy, B-Y. We have buy, B-U-E. The first one we have here, number one, let me say number one, number two, number three. The first one we have here is to buy something. Please, Daddy, when you're coming, buy bread for us. Okay, that's to buy something. There's a B-U-Y, to buy something. Then B-Y, sit by my side. Can you sit by my side? Okay, that's B-Y. Then B-Y-E, goodbye, goodbye. So they have the same pronunciation, but their spelling is different, their meaning is different. So let's take note of homophones. Homophones is good for us to know homophones. Okay, now we are going to look at how to pronounce long words, how to pronounce and spell long words, how to pronounce and spell long words. So for those of us that we are having challenges in spelling, it's not. See, so far we know all these little things. We know our sounds. Sounds is number one. It's foundation. If you've not mastered your letter sounds and you want to know how to pronounce long words, there's no magic about it. You must know the foundation, which is the letter sounds. You must know it. Now, pronouncing long words or spelling long words is not big deal. So far you can pronounce short word. You should be able to pronounce long word because it's short word we put together to have a long word. So let's look at how we can decode long words and also write long words. So we can write long word by the use of the syllables. We can write long words by using our learning and using our syllables. Syllables are the beats in the word. Okay, the beats in the word. Like when I say Chijoke. Chijoke. Well, how many beats is in Chijoke? It's 3. Chijoke. Chijoke is 3 beats, like it's 3 beats. So when we know our syllables, we'll be able to know how to pronounce our words and long words and also how to write them. So please, but if we don't know the letter sound, we need to go back to it. Even for those of us that want to know how to spell long words. Example of long word some of the long word we are looking at. And during question time, if you have any long word that, you've been wanting to pronounce and you don't know, please let me know. You can send it on the group or you can send it on the Zoom here so that we can just sort it out now. We have information. So I don't know how to write information, but I had the word information and I know my letter sounds. I can just write it the way I'm hearing it. So I want to write it, I'll go information. So these are short words, but when I want to write it, I don't have to write it. Even till now, if I go to school and they are dictating for me, the words that are not familiar with me, I use my syllables to decode it. So please, let's just write words the way we can hear it and write it bit by bit. Don't think that you want to just write everything once. No, just call it as we are hearing it, call it and try to write it bit by bit, please. So information have 4 syllables. So when we want to write it, we go in formation. Okay, then we have celebration. So how do we, if I want to spell celebration, already I can hear the word celebration and I know my sounds. So knowing the sounds, I will keep saying it till we finish this training. We must master the later sounds because those are how it's the later sound we put together to form words, to form sentences, and all. So please, let's master our later sounds. We must master the sounds. The name, later name is also important, but the later sound will help us to spell better and read better than the names. Of course, we will know the name because we need the names too. We need ABC, we need it too. But first, let's focus on the later sounds. So I want to write celebration. I will just go celebration. Okay, you know, okay, I know as in BR. Okay, and I want to write break. So bray is what? BRA. Okay, so let's just learn how to call this word short bit by bit, like bit by bit, because short word give us long words. So we have celebration. We have unbelievable. 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 So I want to call unbelievable is a long word, and I want to write it. I'll just write it bit by bit, like unbelievable. Then we have organization. Organization. Opportunity. We have opportunity. You use our syllables to pronounce it and also write it. Opportunity. Okay, opportunity. So that's using syllables help us in decoding, reading and writing long words. Yes, using our syllables will help us in reading and writing long words. We have information, celebration, unbelievable, organization, opportunity. And another thing we can we can also use our phonics. In fact, it's still the same thing. So, excuse me, sounds and phonics is also the same. So I had the word computer and I want to write computer. How will I write computer? This is 3 syllables. Computer. Then we have incredible. Incredible. We have discovery. Discovery. Then we have advertisement. Advertisement. You see, these are 4 syllables. Advertisement. Okay, so we can use our sounds and syllables to decode and spell long word. Please give me a minute, please. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so we can use our syllables and knowing our sounds to decode and write long words. It does not matter either it's 4 syllables, 10-letter words, 12-letter words, just call the word, especially if it's for you, time for you to pronounce it or even write it. Call it as let me assume I want to write computer. I can just write what can you hear first? What's the first sound? What are the sounds you can hear? Write it you can see, you can hear C-O-M, computer, like that. So please, let's practice that. Then I think it's question and answer. Okay, it's not your question and answer time. Sorry, we're almost there. And another thing that can help us in our spelling and writing long words is knowing our prefix and suffixes. Prefix and suffixes. Prefix is a word add in front of a root word. Okay, let me say rewrite. Rewrite, the prefix in rewrite is re, while the root word is write. Okay, so when we know our prefixes and our suffix is the word you add at the end, while prefix is what you add the word you add at the beginning. When we know this words, it will be easy for us to spell. It will be easy, even if the word is long. You will know that, okay, this word have a prefix, this word have a suffix. So example of some prefix we are looking at is on, UN, on. We have RE, rewrite, like rewrite. We have PRE. We have PRE, pre. Then suffixes is ING. For suffixes, we have ING, we have TION, and we have, I think this is FOR. So let's look at some words with prefixes and suffixes. Now the prefix, we are looking at prefix first. Prefix. So knowing our prefix makes spelling easier, okay? Knowing our prefix, knowing prefixes makes spelling easier. So when we know our prefixes, it will help us. So for those of us that really want to help ourselves with spelling, prefixes, suffixes, homophones, silent words, and digraphs. Okay, master those things, and you will not have challenge in spelling or writing long words. So prefix is a word that is added at the beginning of a root word. Example, we have the prefix we have here is re. Then we have the word rewrite. So when you hear the word rewrite, you don't think it's a long word. Just know that we are having RE at first. We are having RE at the beginning of that word that will give us rewrite. Then we have preview. The prefix in preview is preview. Okay, so when you already know that, okay, you hear the word preview and you already know that in that preview there's suffix and the first suffix pre. Now spelling 4-letter word will not be difficult for you. View will not be difficult. So let's also practice our suffixes and prefixes. Then we have substance. The prefix in substance is substandard. Sorry, substandard. We have substandard. Then we have disappear. In disappear, we have the prefix is dis, D-I-S, disappear. Then we have misunderstand. The prefix we have in misunderstand is mis. Then we have, now let's look at some suffixes now. Let's look at some suffixes. Remember to jot your questions down so that when it's question time, you will be able to ask questions. Okay, now here we have this suffix. Suffix is the word we add at the end of a root word. Suffix is what we add at the end of a root word. Like here, movement. The root word in movement is move. The root word in movement is move. The root word in movement is move, while the suffix is met. The suffix is met. So we have movement. So when you want to write movement, you think, that is like 8 letters. It's long. No, it's not long. Just know how to break it down, please. When you know how to break it down, it's easy for us. Then we have careless. Careless. So the suffix in careless is less. L-E-S-S, less. Then we have est. That's, and we have in the word tallest. Tallest. So the root word in tallest is tall, while the suffix is est. The suffix is est. Then we have dancing. 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 The root word in dancing is dance. The root word in dancing is dance. The suffix is ing. That's ing. Ing. Then we have darkness. Darkness. So this is like two syllables, dark, then ness. The dark is the root word. The ness is the suffix. Ness, darkness. Then we have helpful. 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 Okay, the root word is help, then full is the suffix. So again, we have met as a suffix, and we have it in word like movement. Movement. We have less, and we have it in word like careless. Careless. We have est, and we have it in word like tallest. Tallest. We have ing, and we have that ing. And we have it in words like dancing. Dancing. We have nest. Nest. And we have it in words like darkness. Darkness. The suffix is nest, and we have it in words like darkness. Then we have full. We have full. The root word in full. The root word is help, while full is suffixes. Now, the next one that we're looking at here is clear articulation. Clear articulation. Clear articulation simply means to pronounce word clearly, the way you can hear it. Pronounce word clearly. Example, maybe it's our mother's tongue, I don't know. Some people, when we want to call school, the L, we throw it away. School, you just hear school. It's wrong. We shouldn't say like, so whenever you are calling a word, pronouncing a word, please pronounce it the proper way. Because if we don't pronounce it, one thing that can happen is that people will misunderstand you. Yes, people will misunderstand. Even though when you are writing and maybe you meant to say this and you are writing this, people will not understand what you are saying. Like yesterday, on Thursday, I was chatting with the person, and the person wrote something, and I was very tired. I said, I don't understand what this person wrote. I said, I will chat her. But I was not able to chat her. Then today, the woman now explained to me what she wrote. Because what she wrote, apart from her spelling, the thing I did not even understand, because she did not use the proper words. So please, whenever you want to pronounce a word, let's pronounce it clearly. It's very important, and that's what clear articulation is all about. When you want to pronounce your word, pronounce it clearly. Example, we have some examples here. We have wealth. We have wealth and wet. We have wealth and wealth. Wealth, when somebody is wealthy, when somebody have money, as we interpret, and then wet. Wet is when something is wet with water. So it's not the same thing. We shouldn't pronounce it, wet. No, it's not. This is wet. This is wealth. The first one here is wealth. While this second one is wet. Now we have F. Here we have F, and this is ate. I ate rice yesterday. I ate apple. And this is F, the earth we live in. The first one here is the earth we live in. So whenever we are speaking, especially those of us that do presentation, let's speak clearly. Let people understand what we are speaking, what we are saying. Then we have murder. Murder. We have murder. This is mother. This is mother, the mother that gave birth to you. Mother. Why this is murder. This is when someone kills someone. someone is a murderer, right? Or someone kills someone. It's not the same thing. When we are pronouncing it, someone should know what we are pronouncing. The first one is murder, murder. Why the second one is mother, mother, mother. Your mother is a beautiful woman. Okay, it's not the same. Then here we have bird. We have bird. Why this is bird? The first one is the bird that flies in the sky. Why the second one is the bed we sleep on. Okay, it's not the same. Then we have cat. Cat, the animal that says meow, meow, meow. We have cat. Then we have cart. Cart. Cart is the in the olden days, even in this time, in some places they still use donkey and they put something at the back of the donkey. That thing they put at the back of the donkey is called cart. It's called cart. It's C-A-R-T. We shouldn't pronounce it as cat. No, it's not the same. They are different. They are different. So let's take note. Whenever, of course, we have more words that look as if they are the same, but they are not the same. So words that are not the same should be pronounced differently. Words that are different should be pronounced differently. Okay, yes. So question and answer time. Question and answer time. Do we have any question? You can send your questions on the group, or you can send it here on the chat. You can send your questions here. You can send your questions here on the chat, or on our WhatsApp group. I'm on the group now. You can send your questions. Do you have any question at all? Do you have questions? Please, let's ask questions. When we have questions, we'll get more clarity. So it's important to ask questions. Question time. Question time. Question time. Do you have any question? Okay. We don't have questions. Wow. Are we sure? Does it mean that we understood everything? Wow. Questions time. Question time, please. Question time. Question time. We have 2 more minutes. Then question time. Okay, I think somebody is. Question time. Okay, please let me know what you don't understand. Let me know. Mercy Osinachi. What is it that you don't understand? Is it everything, or are there some parts you don't understand, or everything? Okay, let's move on. Mercy Osinachi, you can send. I just saw your message now. Okay, if you want to ask, trust you have a great night. Okay, I saw someone send a question. Trust you have a great, is trust you had is past tense already, it can't be have. Trust you had a great night, right? The right is RIGHT, that's correct. When you write RIWRTE is wrong. Okay, you can't write WRITE, is wrong. Is wrong. WRITE in that sentence is wrong. You can't write it like that, is wrong. Okay, if you not write, no problem, no problem. You will, when you get the video, like this class is recorded, you can write it. You can write what you want to write. Yes. When I send the video, Madam, who is that again? Madam Philo, oh, my namesake. Madam Philo, you can, when you get the video, you will write what you need to write. Okay. Is it Abiodun? Some words are silent. I can't say the reason why some words are silent. That is what I learned. That's the theory. That's what I saw. So I don't know why some words are silent, but I know that there are some words are silent. And if you are used to reading, you will know that there are some words are silent. So the reason why words are silent, I don't know. But one reason why I can even say is that borrow, it's not all the words we have in English that are English originated. No, there are words that are borrowed from Greek, like my name is Greek word. There are words that are English word, but they are borrowed from Greek. There are some words that are borrowed from French-speaking country. There are some words borrowed from Italy, and those words they carry their origin. So wherever, like let me assume now, a crèche. Crèche is not an English word, it's borrowed, right? And the way it's written is French word. Crèche is French word. The way they write it over there, that's the way we are using it. But our sounds and their sound is not the same thing. So we have to learn it the way it is. So one reason why I can say some words are silent is because maybe the borrowed words have to still retain their origin. So that's one thing about silent words. So that's what I can say. I may not know the whole reason, but I know what it's not all words we have in English that are English words. Some we borrow them. So, okay. So for those of us that have been asking, I just hope we learn something. First of all, I hope we learn something. And for those of us that are asking either the class is continuing or not, the class can continue for those of us that wish to. Okay, so I'm going to introduce, okay, Ode James, Ode, is it Ode? Sorry, I don't pronounce your name very well. James, Mr. James, okay, you have a question? You didn't say anything to Mr. James. You are just raising your hand. Okay, so for those of us that are asking if the class will continue or not, the 2000 training, that's what we pay for. That's what we just did now. Now, so if you want to continue, so let me introduce you to our 12 weeks course. We have 12 weeks course where we learn every day. With the 12 weeks, we get to learn every day. And we have practice session Wednesdays and Friday for that 12 weeks course. So let's just let me tell you about the 12 weeks course. And for those of us that want to join, please, it's not compulsory. For those of us that want to join, because some people will say, in fact, we are wonderful. Let me not talk plenty, but I know that some of us are wonderful. God will help us. Okay, so of course, as I said, if we go through this video, this training, we're going to learn a lot of things. In fact, a lot of techniques. But that is not all. Of course, we can't learn everything under 3 hours or under 2 hours as it is, So for us to learn more, we can't. So if you want to master how to read and write with friends, like properly, not cramming. Some of us, what we know, even the little we know, some of us will cram, which will not help us will not help us too much. Because when you cram things, when it's time, let me assume they give you a write-up and you read the write-up and you do not learn it. Let me assume those of you that are Christian and they say, Mama Gio, come and present for women rep, women on this topic, and you cram it. When you get on the stage, you will not flow. You will forget. You will be lost. So it's not good for us to cram, please. It's good for us to learn. That's why I'm saying later sound. Please, if you don't know the later sound, even those of us that are joining late now, if you don't know the later sound, please still go back, because the later sound, like, it's very important, very, very important. Very important. Even all these long words, all these things that we think is difficult, it's not difficult. If we master our later sounds, we will know when to put this and this together, or when to not to put this and this together to form whatever we want to form. So it's important. So if you want to master, not just knowing, if you want to master reading and writing with friends, not cramming or reading and then you are not sure of yourself, you are shaking. If you want to master how to read and write, you can join our 12 weeks course. And we have an academy where we equip you with critical literacy skills that will improve your reading and writing skills. So if you want to be very good at your reading and writing, you can join our academy. At the Reading and Writing Academy, we ensure personalized attention and close track progress that will transform your journey, the journey of each individual. Okay, and that is why a lot of people joined us. Okay, now if you remember when we did those of us that joined this training, this training that we just did now, at the beginning of the month, there were sometimes we do practice and sometimes I will send a voice note, oh, you did well. But you notice that I sent a general comment. In this 12 weeks course, we don't do general comments. Why? Because your mistake may not be my mistake. Tochukwu's mistake may not be Esther's mistake. Esther's mistake may not be Adebayo's mistake. So we listen to you. Either you are writing or we tell you to do a voice presentation or read, write, or do whatever thing we tell you to do. We pay attention individually. We listen to your assignment, mark your assignment individually, one person at a time. So we don't do group comments. No, we don't. And of course, we do that because that is the way that one is arranged. But this, the 12 weeks course, we don't do that at all. No, we attend to it personally, individually, because we are not the same. We may even be in the same class, but we are not the same. Like, I've been teaching for since 2013. I know that we have different students. We have students that are fast learners, slow learners, and even as children are, so are adults. If me that I'm like as I am, if myself and my younger brother sit down, we are not the same. When you will tell him 1 + 1 is 1, before you finish saying it, he already know it. Like he already know 1 + 1 is 1. But me, you have to tell me that 1 + 1 is 1 3 or 4 times before I will know it. So me knowing that from the foundation, we don't group you to discuss or to teach you. No, we attend to you individually. So at the e-learning platform, at the 12 Weeks Academy, these are what you get. You get access to our e-learning platform. Our e-learning platform is a platform whereby you log in with your email and your password, and you learn at your convenience. Why people like this is that you don't have to be like, oh, you must be there, like, oh, I must be there at 7:30 before. No, you learn at your convenience, and you submit assignments every day. You submit assignments every day, and the assignment is marked based on what you submit. And we also ask you, like, to check either you are doing the assignment yourself or someone have done the assignment for you. We have 60 practical sessions. Okay, that's the what to learn, and we assess your knowledge, what you've known so far. Are you just there in the class, or are you really learning? We check that out. We have 24 live classes. This live classes is the Zoom practice session, and it's not this one. That this one is webinar. That one is interactive, where I'll mute everybody. You speak, you practice, you read. I hear you read. If you read what is wrong, I will tell you, Mr. This, do it again. So that one is very interactive. It's not like this. This is a training. This one is different from our Wednesdays and Fridays practice session. We have a private group where we have two private groups, the one where the class is and the one we submit our assignment. The assignment group, what we mainly do is we submit our assignment and we are being attended to. And of course, we have unlimited personal support from me. So if you want to do presentation at your place of work, church, or maybe you have something you are working on, either project, and you need assistance, I'm always available, so you can get my you get my personal private number to chat with and all that, and we sort issues out. And how do you go about this? All you need to do is to register for the 12 weeks course. Register for the 12 weeks course, log into the e-learning platform, join classes, complete assignments. You know, you have to do assignments every time, because with the 12 weeks, you get to learn every day. From Monday to Friday, you get to learn every day. So you join the class, you must be present during the class, and also during live practice session. You come on Wednesdays and Fridays, we have practice session where, and we usually start by 7:30, where we learn, we review the challenges we've had, and whatever thing we need, we are facing, whatever challenge we are facing, we discuss it at that time, Wednesdays and Fridays in the evening. And to join this 12 weeks course, all you need is 90,000 naira for 12 weeks. You need 90,000 naira for 12 weeks. But because you are here in this training, you don't need to pay, you don't even need to pay up to half of 90,000, like 50%. You don't have to pay up to 50%, which is 45,000. No, you don't have to. You know, I'm happy that you are here. So there's going to be a special discount. So instead, you get into the academy with just 40,000 naira. Just 40,000 naira. That's what you're going to use to get into the academy this night. And not just that, see, for those of us that have phone, you can record this part, okay? Not just this investment is not just, it's risk-free investment, risk-free. What does that mean? If after 12 weeks, please record this part, record it. After 12 weeks, if you cannot read very well and spell very well and write very well, you will take your money back. 100%, like you are not going to take, it's not like half I'm paying you half back. No, complete refund. There's complete refund assurance. Please, I'm saying it again. You can record me at this point. There's complete refund assurance. If after 12 weeks, you are not able to read very well, write fluently and everything, you will collect your money, provided you do what is necessary, provided you attend classes, you do assignments, you do practice, you do what you need to do, provided you do that and still you cannot read and write very well, you will get your money back, complete. There's not go back, no. And also, apart from that, you are going to get bonuses. You are going to get all these bonuses. You are going to get 20 short pronunciation videos, worth 2,000 naira. You are going to get it for free. You are going to get know your silent letters. As I said, from A to Z, there are some words that A is silent. There are some words B is silent. From A to Z, the silent letter, the words with silent letters, you are going to get it for free. Is a bonus. That costs 5,000 ordinary. If when I'm selling it, it costs 5,000, but you are going to get it for free. And also, you are going to get 15 phonetic storybooks that will help you to practice reading. For those of us that are not fluent in reading, you are going to get that when you subscribe for this 12 weeks course at 12 weeks academy. All this for 40,000 naira. Ordinary, if you are working, when we are working, like some of us that are asking, oh, I want personal class costs 300,000 naira for 36 sessions. Personal class costs 300,000 naira for 36 sessions. That's one-to-one class, but you have the opportunity now to join the course. But we have good news. There's good news. You know, to appreciate your commitment, because I know some people, as they join this training and they see bulk, they will have left. But you are still here at this time, like you are still, you've not shut down, like you've not gone off. You are committed. And to appreciate your commitment to learning and growth, I have decided to do something special for you. Instead of paying 40,000 naira, you pay 30,000 naira. But the 30,000 naira is just for 20 people. After 20 people, that's the end. So we are to this night. Okay, for those that are ready to register this night, they are going to pay 30,000 naira. Okay, just for 20 people. Okay, so for the first 20 people to register tonight, we'll be paying only 30,000 naira. Yes, so after 20 people, the fee go back to 40,000. After 30 people, so if maybe by, let me say, in the next 20 or 15 minutes, we have 20 people. Even if it's still today and you want to pay, you are paying 40,000. After 20 people have paid, the fee goes back to 40,000 for 12 course. And with that course, 12 course, we learn every day. You do assessments and everything. So for 12 weeks. And remember, you can still record this. After 12 weeks, if you cannot read very well and write very well, you get your money back. You get complete refund. You get your complete refund back. So you don't have anything to lose. There's nothing to lose. So to be one of the 20 people who will enjoy this massive discount right now, get your phone ready as I reveal the account details to you. It's still the same account detail you pay your 2,000 naira into. The account number is 20 81 56 72 89 89 20 81 56 72 89. The name of the bank is Zenith Bank. The name of the account name is Philomena. So after 20 people, the fee goes back to 40,000 naira. Please, as you pay, send your receipt to the group so that the admin will start taking notes. As you pay, send your receipt to the group. As you pay, send your receipt to the group. And please, we can still ask questions. If you have any question, please go ahead. Go ahead. If you have any question. If you have any question, please, you can still ask concerning the 12-week web course or concerning what you've learned. If you have any question, please go ahead. As you send, please, I'm already seeing some alert. Okay, as you send, please send your receipt. Send your receipt to the group. Send your receipt to the group. And if you have any question, please send it to the group. If you have any question, okay, let me see the chat here. If you have any question, send it to the group. If you have any question, send it to the group. Okay, Bossy is saying, okay, the account number is on the screen. Bossy, the account number is on the screen. The account number is on the screen. The account number is already on the screen. So the account number is 20 81 56 72 89. After payment of, when we receive payment of 20 people, the fee becomes 40,000 for 12, and you are going to learn. You are going to learn every day. You know, one thing I talked about practice. So it's when you keep practicing, when you keep doing something over and with time, you master it. So we are going to learn from Monday to Friday. You learn every day. Please, if you have any question, go ahead. You don't have to be. Okay, we are seeing some payment. So if you have any question, please send in your question. If you have any question, please send in your question. If you have any question, please send in your question. Send in your question. Send in your question. It's never too late. It's never too late. Like, it's never too late to learn. Yes, where all of us are going to one must have faced one challenge of the other. Like my family, It's only two of us that went to school. Some of them, they went, like my eldest brother that is about maybe it should be 67 now or 60, whatever. He went to school, he came back, you know. So now I don't think he will blame my dad because he say teacher beating me. But whatever thing that has caused that you cannot read and write very well, this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity. It may not be what we cause. It may not even be our parents. Sometimes we don't know why things happen, but this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity. This is the, and I know this opportunity is not for everybody. No, it's not for everybody. For those that want to grab it, and you will see the benefits of it, and you yourself, in fact, your future will thank you for it. So, please, when you send, I can see a lot. I'm not seeing the slips yet. Please send your receipt. Send your receipt so that I can count. We can count from here. Send your receipt. Okay, study time. Wednesdays and Friday, the class starts by 7:30. Wednesdays and Fridays. While from Monday to Friday, you learn at your convenience with our e-learning on our e-learning platform. You learn with our e-learning platform anytime you are less busy. You just log into the video lessons and you learn and you submit assignments on the e-learning platform, and that can be done any time of the day, in the afternoon, even in the midnight when you wake up and you don't feel like sleeping. Instead of just there pressing your phone, no, you can just carry your phone and you will learn it. So it's the learning time is very flexible. But the other time you need to take note of is Wednesdays and Friday. We have our practice time Wednesdays and Friday by 7 p.m. We have our practice time Wednesdays and Friday by 7 p.m. Please keep your questions coming in. And if you can type, please type. If you can type, type. For those of us asking questions, if you can type, please. Oh, thank you, Infinite Smart. Thank you, ma'am or sir. Your name is not showing. Thank you. I thank God that you learned something. I'm happy. At least your money is not wasted. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, we are almost there. We're almost there. When we get 20 people, please, even though you are joining tomorrow or later today or 11 or 10, even if you are joining later today, know that you are paying 40,000 for 12 weeks. And you are going to learn every day as well. You are learning every day. And it's 40,000 for 12 weeks. Okay, it's 30,000 for this night, for the first 20 people. Is Madam Doris, is it Doris or Doris? Madam Doris iPhone is 30,000 for the first 20 people. Then afterwards, the fee go back to 40,000. Originally, it's 40,000 naira. Originally, it's 40,000. But because of your dedication, you are still here to this time, I just decided to do something special for you guys. And that is that we are paying 30,000 this night for the first 20 people. The account number is on the screen. The account number is on the screen. I've not removed it. The account number is 20 81 56 72 89. 20 81 56 72 89. The bank name is Zenith Bank. The bank name is Zenith Bank. Why the bank name? Why the account name? Excuse me. The account name is Peimo Philomena. Please, if you have questions, you can ask. If you have questions, you can ask. There can be a difference. It's never too late, really. It's never too late. One of my other sister, even when she's grown, although she started with learning Bible then in the evening, they would just gather them in the church. She started learning how to read when she's already grown. So It's never too late. It's left so far that we just create time for it to practice. We create time to practice. Practice is very important. It's one thing to learn or sit in class and learn. It's another thing to practice. If you do not practice, you will not master. And you can just have the knowledge that you may not be able to use it because you've not been practicing. You've not been practicing more often. So when we put in a little effort and practice, it will do us a great deal. So how many do we have now? So please, if you have questions, keep your questions coming in. Keep your questions coming. So this is just to tell us that we don't need to struggle anymore. We don't need to struggle. This is the opportunity. This opportunity that we can get it. Yes, we can get it. Yes, it may be a bit challenging because you go to work, you'll be tired, but so far you put in little effort. It's very possible. At least we've had grammars that are retired, but they still want to learn how to read and write, and they were able to achieve it. So how much more if me and you, we are not 70 something yet, we can achieve it. So it's very possible. It's very possible. So you don't have to keep struggling with pronouncing words or reading, writing, or someone like you want to. There are some messages you can even tell your children to read for you. Yes, I know your children can help you in a lot of things, but there are some messages your children cannot read. But in fact, if you hear them reading, you yourself will feel so bad. It's like, how can my child be reading this? Because you don't know the content of that message. So this is the opportunity for us. Okay, after 20 people now, the fee goes back to 40,000 naira. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for creating this time. It's not easy sitting for more than close to 3 hours. What am I even saying? It's almost 3 hours. So it's not easy. Thank you for your commitment and thank you for everything. Do you have a restful night? Thank you. Please, if you have any other question, please, you can always drop it on the group. If you have any question, either regret what we learned today, or if it's something you've come across, you read something and you don't understand, or you, with regard to the read the 12 weeks course, you can always ask on the group, please. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, and good night. Good night. Good day. I don't know why this is not going.